Hi and welcome to Outwell and to our pitching tips and tricks film. This time we're taking a closer look at how to pitch our Caravan awnings. Before we start, we need to choose one of two ways to go about installing the awning into the railing. We can choose to install the awning as a whole, or we can remove the front and side panels first to make the awning lighter and easier to handle. Either way, we'll start by installing the awning into the rail. Before inflating the tube, we make sure that the valve is in its closed position. This means that the white pin in the middle is protruding as far out as possible. For more information on our new two-way valve, watch the demonstration video. Now we are ready to proceed and inflate the tubes. Having a person inside to help the tubes lift the awning will alleviate any unnecessary stress from the tubes and also ease inflation. Having inflated all the tubes, this is where you reinstall the front and side panels if you chose to remove them from the beginning. Before we peg out the corners, we make sure that all doors are zip closed. This is to avoid pulling the opening too far apart and putting unnecessary strain on the zippers. We'll now proceed to peg out the corners. We start by pegging the corner at the rear closest to the Caravan. The awning is designed to end up with an 8-degree slope from top to bottom. Having secured the corners, we're now ready to peg down all the adjuster straps along the sides and front of the awning. While doing so, we fold in the mud flaps neatly here. Also worth noting when you peg down these adjuster straps is to not pull them too far out, but rather peg them straight down. Now we can do our final rounds on the outside. Just tighten up all the straps, especially at the corners, before we proceed to peg out the storm guy lines. When pegging out the storm guy lines, we take extra care not to over tighten these. They shouldn't drag the awning to the ground, but rather prevent it from taking off. A general rule of thumb is, the longer the guy line, the better. Just to demonstrate what happens if you over tighten these guy lines that's attached to the tubes. As you can see, you risk pulling the tube out of shape. Anyways, we've finished up on the outside and we'll now go inside for the rest of the pitching process. We'll now seal off the sides of the Caravan using our pull-free seal system. To ensure enough tension, you peg the tensioning triangle underneath the Caravan. Having done this, we can now peg out this corner, which will help close off this gap when we install the draft shirt. Be careful not to put too much tension on this strap. You can easily seal it off with a moderate amount of tension. All that's left now is to seal off each of the tubes of the Smart Air system individually. To demonstrate, I've just pulled back the sleeve that covers the clamp. You don't need to do this to operate the system. All you need to do is give the clamp a squeeze and the tubes are now sealed. We'll do this throughout the awning. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found these tips and tricks helpful. For more information on all our awnings, come visit us at outwell.com.